Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. If this is your first time, I will apologise in advance for my very broad Scottish accent. Today's topic is going to be the map presentation of Age of Empires 2, which is a crucial component to the day-to-day playing of the game. And I'm going to be looking at four things. I'm going to look at how it currently works and what's been changed so far, popular maps and the stats. What should the ranked ladder achieve? And also going to be looking at any potential changes moving forward. Now they're just suggestions and just ideas. If you haven't already, please drop a like in the video, and if you do enjoy it, if you're feeling extra generous, subscribe too. My first thing to look at is how it currently works. Now the ranked queue is actually a new change that was introduced with DE, whereas players previously used the lobby system on Voobly or HD depending on where you played. The ranked map pool in Age of Empires 2 is currently utilising a mix of developer picks and community picks. The process can be a little bit of a tricky thing to balance due to the voting process, and this video will hopefully address some of these issues. I think critically, the voting process is typically something that's not very well populated. The last poll, for example, was only 600 voters, and it's something that a lot of players are currently quite frustrated with. There have been some issues addressed with the system already, with bans being implemented for those who alt F4 when they get a map they don't like. You see a lot of players on the spec dashboard throwing shade at each other when they are caught in the act, rightly so. And also the dev team made some recent changes to Team Gameo. The biggest change, the in-game voting, has now arrived. You'll see it on the main menu page, and should increase the votes dramatically now it's actually built into the game. Pretty long overdue, huh? So we can see that devs are actively working on issues. The in-game voting is a massive positive step forwards. It's a great sign for Age of Empires fans, and that gives us hope that we'll continue to fine-tune this process moving forward. Now, let's take a look at the most and least popular maps in the voting process. Big thank you to Young Panda for this. He's been tracking the stats and figures for the map pool rotation, and we're going to start off with the most common. Now, as you can see, Arena and Arabia completely dominating at the top, Mega Random third. You might want to take a couple of seconds to pause in the next few slides. And we can see Four Lakeside at Acropolis Valley and Nomad finishing out. It's kind of similar in team games as well, Arabia and Arena. Black Forest is also a stalwart, and Mega Random next, and Nomad after that. Now for not selected, and this is why Mega Random's had the big change. Mega Random actually had a very interesting period of not being selected, and now it is. And you can see the maps here: Mongolia, Mediterranean, Cenotes again, Golden Swamp, and Caesar Mountain. I think most of these maps not played very often, you don't see them in tournaments, and they're not very popular. Sometimes you do have some issues as well. You can end up with very similar playstyles due to the voted sections as well. We had Valley, Serengeti, Ghost Lake, and Arabia all in one map pool once. So the main question is, what should a ranked ladder achieve, and is it representative of skill? I think if you take any other sport, you're looking at ranks, and you would say it is. It is a little bit more complicated. The actual definition of skill is the ability to do something well, expertise. So you could probably attribute that. But the ladder isn't actually matching up with tournament rankings either. Now, a large part of this is down to the ranked ladder not actually forcing diversity, and for a lot of the players are able to just get by playing Arabia or Arena. Now, one more thing to consider, is it competitive? I think very generally you can say yes it is, but there's a lot of factors that can, let's say, play a part in there. You know, map generation, map preference, 2.4, like very top level 2.4k players having to queue for 10 minutes, getting something that's like 1900 civ matchups, the mindset they're taking to the game. Viper's not always taking it super serious. Now, how many map styles should it really cater for as well? We do see a lot of the maps being very Arabia and Arena centric, and I think the real answer is it shouldn't really cater for anyone, right? Now, what could change moving forward then? Solution 1. We could add potentially more tournament maps instead of adding or trying to vote in the maps that aren't very popular in the first place. We could have map scripting contests too. RMS Cup was a big success. I know a lot of people loved Koala, the map is here. Fractal did produce some interesting games as well. And is there such a need for Arabia and Arena to dominate? So, you know, like every map pool? A lot of the time we'll see arena players getting backup options. Same with Arabia, maybe getting 2 backup options. I don't think diversity is a bad thing in the map pool, and it's just kind of managing a situation, but it is very difficult with the voting process. Now, one thing we could change is an up and down vote system, and maybe having hidden votes too. Another option would be having a standardised map pool so it's consistent for the week with reduced randomness. Here's an idea from King Boo. It was Arabia Arena open closed water hybrid. Just an example. I'm not really too sure what the answer is in this one, but I think it does have some merit, and it would be consistent for the game. Now, another thing is we could maybe have a feedback process introduced so we can deliver that to the devs based on the maps too. Honourable mentions do also go to having less map bans, potentially harsher penalties for dodging, and also no favoriting. If you have enjoyed the video, you can check me out at these channels here. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.